Welcome back to This Week in Video Games, and it's Tuesday the 28th of September 2021, and that means it's weekly reset in Destiny 2 where the content rotates, the vendors and the challenges reset, and we got a chance for new content to be added into the game. Let's check out the weekly reset items for the week, and the big news is standing right in front of me, Lord Saladin. He is back, and that means Iron Banner is back. So we got Pinnacles, and we got the Iron Banner quest, and you can get that Peace Bond sidearm, and also that Forge's Pledge Pulse Rifle too. It's another week in Destiny 2, and we've got the weekly story, so that's week 6, and the Wayfinder's Void 6. This week we're going to be doing steps 38 to step 44, and there could be some interesting developments with Savathun and Crow this week. I definitely recommend jumping into the story and finding out what's going to happen. For the Nightfall this week, we've got the Proving Grounds, and that one is on Nessus. For the weapons, we got the Hothead rocket launcher and the Hung Jury. That one is a scout rifle. And don't forget, no Trials of Osiris this weekend, because Iron Banner is this week, and Bungie don't want to overlap the Crucible game modes in Season of Lost, so no Trials of Osiris this weekend. But don't worry, it's going to be back next weekend, so look forward to that. Well, let's head on over to the Helm and look at the seasonal activities for Season of the Lost. Head down to the Helm and you can check out the Wayfinder's Void quest. And as I mentioned, it's week 6 and the Wayfinder's Void 6. We're going to go through steps 38 to step 44. And I reckon it's going to be a really interesting story this week. So head on over to your quest tab and you'll find the seasonal challenges. And we've got 7 new ones this week. So we've got the Wayfinder's Void 6. Astral Telemetry 3. I can claim that one. Good work. We've got Solar Fusion Power. We've got Advanced Leyliner, Display of Dominance, Apex Armourer, and also Sling the Stone. But specifically, you want to be looking out for the Wayfinder's Compass calibration level. So we've got one here, and we've got another one here. And I reckon Astral Telemetry 3 also had that on there. So make sure you do these 3 if you don't do any of the others, because that helps you level up your Wayfinder's Compass. Well, the Vault of Glass has been reset once again. This week's challenge is Wait For It, and that one is to do with the confluxes. And also, if you do it on Master Mode, you get a time loss weapon, and this week is the Vision of Confluence. Well, let's head on over to Europa and look at the Beyond Light reset items for the week. The simulation this week is Survival. The Empire Hunt this week is the Dark Priestess. The Eclipse Zone is in Eventide Ruins. And the Deepstone Crypt Raid has been reset once again. The challenge this week is Copies of Copies. Well, next up, let's have a look at the playlists and the pinnacles for the week, starting off with the Vanguard. As I mentioned before, the Nightfall this week is the Proving Grounds, and that one is on Nessus, and the weapons this week are the Hothead rocket launcher and the Hung Jury scout rifle. To raise that bar up to 100% and you get a powerful tier 1 drop, and also if you do 100k Nightfall, you'll get a pinnacle drop too. And next week, Grandmaster Nightfall should be back, so look forward to that. Jumping on over to the strike playlist, so put on a Void subclass this week, do 3 strikes and you get a pinnacle drop. We've got some really good weapons available in the strike playlist as well. We've got the Third Axiom, that's a pulse rifle. We've got the Royal Entry, that's a rocket launcher. We've got the Empty Vessel, that one is a grenade launcher. And we've got the Punching Out, that's a new one. That one is a sidearm. Let's check out Crucible for the week. Well, the big news this week is Iron Banner is back. Make sure you finish up that seasonal quest. Go and speak to Lord Saladin in the tower, pick up that quest, pick up his bounties too. There's loads of pinnacles to be had, and also loads of fun to be had in Iron Banner. The rotating playlist this week is Momentum Control, so really good if you want to finish off that Deadeye Seal. Really, really good playlist, that one. So definitely recommend jumping into that if you want to finish off that seal. Also, win 3 matches to get a pinnacle drop. There's some good weapons in the Crucible. We've got the Keening, that is a sidearm. We've got the Frozen Orbit, that one is a really, really good sniper. We've got the Survivor's Epitaph, that is a hand cannon. And we've got the new one, it's the Sora's Verse, and that one is an auto rifle. Let's check out Gambit for the week. Not much going on in Gambit this week, but do 3 matches, you'll get a pinnacle drop. Good weapons as always. We've got the bottom dollar. That's a 120 energy hand cannon. Trinary system. That's a fusion rifle. Useful this season, given it is the season of the fusion rifle. We've got borrowed time. That's a submachine gun. And we've got the servant leader. That's probably one of my favourite weapons in the game right now. That one is a scout rifle. Really, really good weapon, that one. So definitely look out for servant leader. Let's check in with our vendors in the tower. So do 8 bounties. You get a powerful tier 1 drop and some bright dust. Starting off with the Drifter for Gambit. We've got Banshee 44, the Gunsmith. Lord Shax for Crucible. And also Zavala with Strikes. Don't forget about the Prophecy Dungeon. Really, really excellent piece of content, and it's dropping the Trials of the 9 weapons. Loads of good weapons, and I do have a guide on the channel for the best Trials of the 9 weapons from the Prophecy Dungeon. Recommend checking that one out if you haven't seen it before. Well, we are in the tower. Let's go and check out and see what Banshee has for us today. First up, we got Cold Denial. That is a kinetic pulse rifle. This one comes with Feeding Frenzy and Headseeker. Headseeker, always a really useful role on a pulse rifle, so I like that one. We've got Toil and Trouble. That is a shotgun. That's full auto and auto-loading holster. That is really, really useful. Good for PvE. We've got the Gnawing Hunger. That's auto-loading holster and multi-kill clip. Banshee, what are you doing with us with these god rolls? Really, really good stuff. And we've got the Cartesian Coordinate. This one comes with Feeding Frenzy and Thresh. Not the best roll, but this is one of the best fusion rifles in the game. I would recommend picking this one up immediately. We've also got Falling Guillotine, so we've got Relentless Strikes and Whirlwind Blade. Another really, really good roll. So Banshee 44 is absolutely smacking it out of the park today. But then to balance it all out, we've got the Outrageous Fortune, and we've got Snapshot Sights and Genesis. And the Outrageous Fortune is probably a good description of Banshee's loot today. Well, talking about loot, let's head on over to the Eververse store and see what Tess has for us today. Well, first of all, we've got the Hazard Pay shader. Pretty nice. We've got the Cabal entrance. We've got the Queen's Guard. That one is for Chaperone. We've got It's Over. Pretty good. I like that one. Have a look at the other Bright Dust items for the week. We've got Eramis Projection. We've got Bad Dog. That's for Leviathan's Breath. Oh, yes. Very nice indeed. We've got Bye Bye. We've got Immoderate Splendor. Like it. That is very, very nice. We've got Orb Weaver Shell. Very Fallen themed. Looks like one of Spider's minions. Very, very good. We got the Mean Greaves. Oh, yes. Shiny. Okay, let's pick those up. Now we got the drum roll. Although I don't seem to have enough Bright Dust for this anymore. Must have been spending hard over the last few weeks. We've got the Eldritch Effects. Got Illicit Transmat Effects. Nice, almost looks like Doctor Strange. Got the Traveller's Wake Effects. A couple of interesting shaders here. We've got Rustberry. Like it. And we got Carbon Blood. Not quite as good as the other one. Still pretty good. Don't think I have these, so I'm going to pick them up. Never know when a shader is going to come in handy. Let's check out some of the legacy content, and we're going to start out on the moon. The Garden of Salvation raid has been reset once again. This week's challenge is 0 to 100. Got the Pit of Heresy dungeon, an excellent piece of content, dropping up-to-date weapons once again. Little nightmare hunts as well, insanity, despair, also anguish. And down here we've got the Lectern of Enchantment, so if you want to get your hands on the moon weapons, this is the place to go. Check out the Dreaming City. Petrivenge this week in the Strand. We also have the Legend Lost Sector here for today. That's a Fillion's Rest, but do be aware, it's only going to be here for the next 24 hours. We do have the exotic arms, so if you're a Warlock and you haven't got Necrotic Grip, I would definitely recommend going into that Legend Lost Sector there and trying to get the Necrotic Grip. Really excellent, really excellent Warlock gloves. Well, that is it for the weekly reset this week for the 28th of September 2021. Loads of stuff to be getting on with this week. In Destiny 2, so we've got Iron Banner. That is probably the headline item. And I reckon week 6 of the story is going to be really interesting. Now, I will be back with a full update of the story later on. So all of you who don't have the season pass, I'll make sure you can watch all the cutscenes and get up to date with all that story. Well, if you're new around here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below for all the latest Destiny 2 content and turn on notifications by hitting that bell. And if you enjoy this week of video games, consider becoming a channel member by hitting that join button down below. Well, as always, thank you so much for watching, and for more Destiny 2 content like this, like, subscribe and share with a friend. To join our community, check out the Discord link in the description, or you can follow me on Twitter at TWIVGPodcast. If you enjoyed this video and found it useful, liking and sharing the video would really help me out. Otherwise, check out the other videos on the channel. Thanks again. See you soon.